Hello everyone, I'm sending you much love. I'm so happy to be with you and I wish I was there in person. I love you so much and I miss you guys so much.
We miss you too. And we wait for you most probably next week.
Hope to be there next week,
Yeah.
but in the meantime, I'm always there with you.
We know and feel that. And my dear, I will leave you now the mic so that you can share with us whatever you feel like
Okay.
is aligned for this transmission, and then I will be back to you for question and answer from our audience.
Okay, I really am honored to connect to everybody. I want to make this conference as interactive as possible. So your questions and comments are really important and meaningful to us. And I wish I could see your faces and give you a big hug from all my heart. But if you tune into your hearts, then surely you feel this energy. I'm pausing so that everybody can translate. And hope that everybody can hear and sees me well. It is fantastic to be able to connect in this way. I've been in Pranic gatherings since 2009. I've been looking at this movement growing and evolving, and I've been really amazed about how much has happened since almost 12 years ago when I first learned about pranic nourishment. So since 2009, as I first started to see that it is possible to be nourished in this way and to have this lifestyle, I had amazing realization regarding what is possible for the human body. It's been 10 years or 12 years since we started, and humanity has made huge progress and fantastic leaps in understanding this reality that we don't really need that much physical food. We are at the brink of such great evolution, and you are part of this, and we are grateful for your presence. I'm also extremely grateful for Nicholas and the whole team for keeping this flame further. It is so important for humanity now to understand and trust that we are free. It is crucial for us to encompass the concept that our health is in our mind, emotions, and it is in our body and not external systems. It is essential that we comprehend and trust that we can heal, restructure, rejuvenate, and reshape ourselves with our own power of thought, energy, and intention. Especially in this now moment that this change is happening all over the planet, and for some of you has been difficult. Pranic lifestyle, it is a crucial, necessary step. It is no longer optional. It is a crucial, necessary step. I have had conferences and classes and one-on-one processes all over the world in the past 9 or 10 years. I've been seeing people going from meat eating and omnivorous diet and a crazy busy lifestyle to peace, love, and pranic living. During my work with all these thousands of people all over the world, on all continents and in many countries, I've been seeing fantastic leaps of consciousness for human beings. And that gives me the trust that you, the ones watching in this gathering, are so ready for this. Like you were meant to be here and you are drawn in your heart because you know it is a path for you. By pranic lifestyle, we don't necessarily mean that you have to completely quit eating and live only on prana. We have to make this clear for everybody to not be frightened that you have to give up your pleasures. You have the option, if you choose so, to fine-tune your body to the level where you are free from food, or maybe needing very little food, like 20% of what you need now, and still taste whatever you like to taste. As long as it doesn't affect your body. So with the changes coming on the planet now, in the leap of consciousness and the Schumann resonance, the core of the earth frequency rising, our bodies are shifting so powerfully that we can no longer adopt the old way of nourishment and living. Those who try to keep the same pace, eating whatever they find and working and being busy all the time and not thinking about themselves, they get really sick these days. It's no longer working that way because your frequency needs to upgrade. And we have seen so many upgrading and shifting consciousness that we trust that everybody now in the audience that has been called for this can do some upgrades for yourselves. We don't necessarily mean that you completely are ready to all give up food right now. Some might feel challenged that I'm saying this. But we do mean that you are ready to change your life in a good way, with simple steps. Because that's why you are here. The call in your heart that has led you to his gathering is telling you it's time to change, it's time to upgrade. You can do the next step for your evolution. Maybe raise your hands if you feel you resonate with this. I totally trust you. So, what can we do to change and upgrade? Because that's the topic of the day, right? In Pranic lifestyle, you live slightly different than a day-to-day life, but you can include Pranic lifestyle in your daily life. What is different is that most Pranic people choose to meditate every day. Most Pranic people, and you can even write these things down or remember them, because we give now the steps, the easy steps for Pranic lifestyle, the things that you can do in the comfort of your home. Maybe some of you are already doing this, but we're saying for the whole audience now. So everybody who wants to be on this path, you can easily include meditation in your life every day. It is essential to be able to be clear in your life. Another thing that you can daily do, you can align daily and choose to ask for guidance from the universe. So daily connection, the second step. You can choose to master your mind and monitor your mind so that the thoughts and the emotions that you are sending out are harmonious. And you can do that and change the thoughts that you are constantly cultivating. You can do this by choosing what you nourish from. You know, your thoughts are influenced by your food, but also by the nourishment that you take from daily news and the daily information that you input. So basically, when you change your food and you stop to a better, more quality food, like raw, natural, organic, and liquid, your thoughts will change. Your mind will be clearer, and you'll be able to control and monitor your thoughts better. You will actually be choosing every thought that you send out. That's mind mastery. The fourth thing that Pranic people do in their lifestyle is they choose to go lighter in their diet. That goes with the territory. Most of them do it gradually. Very few have shifted directly from omnivorous meat eating to Pranic lifestyle, no food. That's utopia in my perspective. Your body needs to be frequency calibrated, and the frequency of animal products cannot frequency match Pranic living. You have to perceive that I'm an energy scientist. For me, everything is frequency and vibration. So I understand everything in terms of that. So if you want to raise your frequency of your body, you have to raise the quality of the frequency that you input, the food that you are consuming. And gradually you will drop more and more of your food choices. But going vegetarian and vegan as a first step is crucial now for the evolution of humanity. We can no longer use other beings as our food or for our pleasure. We have to evolve past that. The way you treat your body and choosing not to push it and force it is another thing that is essential. The fifth thing in a pranic lifestyle. Choosing well your body products, your clothing that is not cluttering your body, treating it well and loving it and pampering it and knowing that it's the home of your divine is essential to be able to embody more of your light. I was having this vision right before I came for this conference. I was in my forest in the back of my house, and I was having this vision that we are these huge beings of light, all of us, every one of you. Huge spirits, multidimensional, vast, unencompassing spirits of light, right? This is what we are, all of us. And all of a sudden, this crazy idea comes that we should have a human incarnation. And we shove ourselves into these devices, you know, of meat and muscles and blood and all these fluids. This costume, you know, that we have, this face stuff and the eyes, all that stuff. We shove ourselves into all that, and it's weird and it's dense, and you put liquids in and stuff, and then some of it comes out and it gives out odors and sounds, and it feels pleasures or pain. It's so weird, such a weird experience sometimes for some multi-dimensional divine beings. So to upgrade this costume of meat and bones and prana that it is, it's all molecules and atoms if you look at it, you need to basically take care of it really, really well and give it the best fuel. And when you move your nourishment from omnivorous all junk food stuff to natural, organic, raw, you upgrade your frequency 10%. But when you move it one step further to liquid food, you upgrade your energy 100%. So it's huge leap in energy capacity that this human body can be upgraded to when you choose lighter and liquid food. And I feel that you're embodying this very well. You love this frequency or what we're sending out. So thank you for not resisting this concept. Another thing for the pranic lifestyle, to keep a high vibration, to upgrade yourselves, is do what your heart feels as often as you can. Do what makes your heart sing. That's raising your frequency. It's aligning you with the pranic flow. And last but not least, Spend as much time in silence out in nature and connect to all the elements and all the beings, including the beings of light, as much as you can. That is recalibrating your whole energy system. So that's step number 8, right? And one more is to pay attention to the words that you're uttering and the sounds and words that you're listening to. That's impacting the 80 or 90% water that you are. So your whole molecular system is daily impacted by all the sounds and all the music and all the words that you utter and receive. So pay attention to shifting that to a higher frequency. Better quality music, better quality speaking or listening. Simple steps. I've written 5 books, and one of them is the Pranic World book. And in this book we describe all the methods of detox and the lifestyle of the people that we've met being in the Pranic path. Because we wanted to have it in a simple format, not hard to read, not many pages, so that people can understand. And it also contains the science of pranic nourishment. So all the scientific discoveries about ATP, melatonin, brain waves, what happens in the cells, everything like this is described in this book. So studying all these things, we've been able to give some details of this lifestyle and how it happens for most of the people in the world that are practicing this. So I don't want to only speak about myself. I have included this in my life, and this is what I'm practicing for 13 years, and I've been practicing some of it as a child. So it has given good results. My body is very happy with liquids, and I'm very rarely happy to take solid food in small quantities, and has to be vegan and mostly raw. So I just love this lifestyle. It does very good for me. You can also reshape and reprogram your body. In case you are afraid to lose weight, give it some time to calibrate when you go lighter. Give it some time to adjust and to understand and educate it. Educated that actually prana is your food and that your cells can be nourished by energy. You can reprogram your whole cellular system. And as you give it some time, it will trust you, and then it can shift into the shape that you want to have. It can be rounder, it can be nicer, whatever you choose. And you program this with your mind and intention and your energy work. For the last 7 or 8 years, I've been teaching a class online and live. The Pranic process online is called right now. It's 8 days of training where we share all the stuff. And we also share the meditations of pranic nourishment and energy upgrade. You can choose to have any time this class in video, or you can choose to be live with us when we do it online. But you have access to it at all times if you want to upgrade yourselves. There's also other things that we're doing, like the Pranic Festival in Romania that starts on 15th of August, and it's in person and online. So you can come physically, and it's easy to travel to Romania now, thanks God. And you can also sign in for the online if something doesn't allow you to come. We also do the Pranic festival in India every March. We have a Pranic festival online every May, because there's some energy fields opening in these specific moments of human evolution. That's why we're doing at these dates. We also did the Pranic Consciousness Summit, and it's continuing with interviews with all the Pranic people and the scientists in this field, including Nassim Haramein and Gerald Pollack and others who have known about pranic nourishment. We are now bridging the science with the holistic concepts, and we have a team of scientists that are directly interested in studying this to the molecular and genetic level and heart rates and everything, the production of ATP, the production of melatonin, everything in the mitochondria. They are studying to better understand pranic nourishment and free energy. More and more scientists are joining this group because people are now better understanding that everything is energy and everything is consciousness, including the science movement. We also trust that once we all encompass and embody pranic nourishment and free energy, it will be available for all of us in our devices and vehicles. So when we start understanding and trusting that we're actually nourished by energy, we can have vehicles and devices that function with free energy. So free transportation, free communication. That's the next step in human evolution after pranic nourishment. And we're making sure that humanity is getting ready for that, because it's time, as you see, for humanity to go there. So let's go. Yeah, so you have access to a whole multitude of events and classes and information that we provide to help everyone understand this concept and embrace it as much as you can, even if you still consume physical food. But if you reduce your food consumption to 50% of what you're now taking, or 20%, or 10%, the whole humanity is going to make a huge leap. And it is time for that leap, because we're dealing with some social crisis now, and that needs to be resolved. It's time. So first step to pranic lifestyle, reanalyze your food and see if you really need all that you put on your plate. See if everything that you put on your plate is really beneficial and it's really nourishing you, like really energizing you and making you happy. If it isn't, just drop it. Use it once a month, twice a month for pleasure, but don't include it in your daily meals, like whatever, pizza or whatever you are a big fan of. Take it once, but not like daily. And then reanalyze. So reanalyze the quality of your food, the quantity of your food. And last but not least, reanalyze your relationships. Pranic lifestyle is very much connected, food is very much connected to emotions. Emotions are very much connected to relationships. So reassess that in order to have a lighter, more upgraded frequency. We invite everyone now to maybe consider tantric relationships instead of the regular ones that are just for, companionship, sex, or pleasure. We invite humanity to take a leap in that direction as well. It will do a huge leap in frequency on this planet. So let's drop Tinder and other apps for a while and let's connect heart to heart to partners that really resonate with our heart and help us upgrade in love. Because that's the next step. We need to open up to love in order to evolve and be healthy on this planet. Love is the key for humanity now.
Thank you so much, Cristiana. Thank you.
I
really love your story.
Yes,
you
go
want to
ahead.
add something?
Yes, we have...
I'm just saying that I really love your multidimensional way to be human. Resonate with it.
We all are multidimensional. I was gonna say that as I've been studying and practicing Tantra for the last decades, I feel that now it is impossible for most of us to go back to the old ways of, like, I call it the Neanderthal of relationships, to go back to like relating to people without love. It's impossible. Your body crumbles from the inside. It has pains and aches that you don't know where they come from. So you need to change in that field as well in order to connect your heart to the sacral chakra, to the sexuality, and to have the energy flowing harmoniously in your systems. That is essential for prana flow.
I actually have a question related to sexuality.
Great.
That I just received from a brother. So the question is, when I lighten up the diet, energy increases, and mostly the sexual energy, but I don't know how to direct this energy. What's your advice?
That's great. What's the name of the brother?
I will let you know very soon. I go and reach him again.
That's okay. So, dear beloved, if your energy increases, it's very well. It's fabulous. Because you see, you can do marvelous things if you circulate it through your body. Your energy that you feel as sexual impulses is not only for sexuality. It is for creativity. It is for new projects. It's there for bringing new ideas into the world. Actually, most of the geniuses or fantastic inventors have had great sexual energy. Also, the builders of empires and great businesses, they do have a lot of sexual energy. Because sexual energy is actually vital energy. It's the energy of life. So when it increases, enjoy by circulating it up and around your body. We have a class that it's called Prana and Tantra. It's online, it's in video, we've been teaching it for ages. We learn there how to circulate this energy upwards and around in a microcosmic orbit. And when you do so, it no longer pressures you on the lower centers, inviting you to look for partners or like spill it out somehow. Because you take it up and you birth it into creations and projects. And that's fantastic way of utilizing your inner energy. Of course, you can have a partner and share with love and respect and in a tantric way. That's also fantastic and beautiful. We highly recommend it. But if you don't and it seems to become a problem, we invite you to learn the Taoist exercises for multi-orgasmic men and multi-orgasmic women, the yogi practices of breath work and postures to circulate your energy, and after a while you can learn to draw it up just with the intention in your mind. We have taught dozens and hundreds of people to work in that way. It's an amazing way to shift your perspective upon sexuality. And so Prana and Tantra, if you look for that course, or Prana, Intimacy and Kundalini is another name of it, it will help you a lot to understand this. And we actually have on 15 an online class on this topic that you can join from wherever you are for 3 hours on 15 at 6 p.m. Bucharest time. Yes. The way you choose your partner is essential for how your energy works. If you choose a partner that you're compatible with, where the energy flows harmoniously between your chakras and his or hers, you can amplify and replenish your energy and heal each other and build fantastic realities together just by your energy work. But if you choose a partner that you're not very compatible with and you just go by default compromising, energy blocks are created in your system that can give bad results in your life, and you might even start to feel your energy going down, decreasing. That doesn't mean that it's the fault of the other person. It means that you didn't make the right choice or for the right reason to be in that relationship. And, you know, it's time to reassess that. We also want to invite you to consider that the Pranic path is the path of surrender. Is the path of flow and ease and grace. So try not to push everything too hard. Try not to push yourselves too hard. Try not to go into extreme concepts like, oh, I have to fast for 30 days to prove myself to myself or others. No, that's an ego-based concept. Or I have to dry fast for 7 days because some Pranic people told me that, and that's the only way that I'll become Pranic. No, first check your kidneys and then see if you can dry fast. And on a Pranic path, always monitor yourselves to not get depleted and to not affect your body on long term. So best to have a daily practice and a guide on your path. We warn everyone to not try this at home by yourselves. Stop eating because you might die. Many people have, had serious imbalances by trying it themselves without any energy practice, without having a high frequency, and without having a feedback loop from a person that actually is better trained on this path. So be careful. It's a path of flow. It's a path of harmony, going more and more into higher frequency, going into, this divine rhythm. We invite everyone to understand that it's a time of divine energy of the feminine now, flowing more and more on the planet. That's another thing that's happening. And this divine energy of feminine is inviting everyone, including the male persons, to go into more ease and grace and to follow their inner rhythms and to be more gentle with themselves, including in the spiritual path. So we need to learn to respect our inner rhythm and to respect the flow of life, the universal flow, in order to have harmony in our lives and to feel nourished. The past month I've been doing many retreats in the south of France, working with the energy of Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, the divine feminine, the goddesses, just to help people embody this better. And we do another retreat next weekend to the Mary Magdalene's cave in France. So we invite you all to maybe join if you can. If you're not already in Italy, if you are in France or watching from everywhere. So time for divine love, my ladies and beloveds. How does this sound? Any more questions?
Yes, darling, and thank you. Everything sounds so good, and the person who asked the question name is Apollonius.
The god of the sun.
There's another question about the physiology of the human body in the pranic journey, and they are asking what happened for women with their period.
Yes.
When they start with the pranic lifestyle. This is one of the most asked questions.
Common questions. Yes, I've had it so much in the pranic processes and all over the time. And we also do pranic process 101, where you can share more deeply and work on yourself individually in 7 sessions with us. So I've had questions from women who were able to ask everything about intimacy. When you are on a pranic path, the whole system is recalibrated, including the hormonal system. Your endocrine system, the one who makes the hormones, like your endocrine glands, the pituitary and pineal and thyroid and thymus, pancreas, ovaries and adrenals, they're all upgraded and functioning differently, better. So your whole hormonal system gets back to balance. Of course, at the beginning there might be a healing stage. Many feminine beings are healing their trauma of rape, abuse, being mistreated, not saying no when they should have, or not listening to their heart. So all that needs to heal in the pranic process, in the pranic path. So in the beginning, the period and all the movements for women might be weird for a while. Some might experience pains or things that need to be processed. But at the end of all this processing, that can vary from woman to woman because we're all unique. Your hormonal system is balanced, your sexual energy is balanced, your face and skin and everything gets recalibrated as a result of your shift in physiology. And your yoni becomes the gateway for creation that it's meant to be. Not only for creating babies, but for manifesting everything into the world. You have to remember that your yoni is a sacred gateway. It's a sacred cosmic gateway. It's not a place to just put things randomly there. Be mindful. And also not allow partners that don't honor it to the fullest, because that's also depleting you, my darling ladies. All the energy that you share through that gateway, it creates something into the world, into your life and the life of all. So yes, periods can get lighter and easier, much easier, not painful. After you process all the stuff that needs to be healed, and we facilitate easy healing in our classes, especially the Prana and Tantra class, the Prana, Intimacy and Kundalini, that's what we speak about. How to be on an easier, lighter, and more uplifting sexuality with Pranic lifestyle. You can do practice at home also. The jade egg and all the other tools are available for your home practice, and we advise you to adopt it. So that's what happens with the hormonal system. And the endocrine system, the endocrine glands, are actually a gate from your energy system to your physical. So they're bridging energy between your chakras and energy field and your body. So that's why the more you run energy through it, the more it calibrates and upgrades. And we actually are ready to offer a brief exercise for this, if you're willing, like a brief meditation.
I think we can dedicate our last few minutes instead of question and answer to this meditation.
Yeah, it would be great. Give me one more question and maybe I can include it in the meditation and make a mix and match with it. Just to work with.
Okay, the next.
Yes, give me
question?
three questions and we'll work with them in the meditation. I can do that.
I give you one. Give you one. And the question is about 5G. So we talk about the fact that everything is frequency and vibration.
Yes.
And apparently 5G is changing the frequency.
Yes. It's
So
making
our
people
audience
ill.
wants to know what you are taught.
We'll include it in meditation. We'll help create biofield for 5G, like BioShield. Give me one more. I can work with them. That's why I want to include them. Yes.
Yeah.
Give me three.
The other question is about devices that has been created to support the physical, mental, and emotional bodies with creating bioenergetic field.
Nice,
like
yes.
The Healy device.
Healy, I love it. I wear it.
Sorry?
The Healy device is something that I'm utilizing and recommending. Whoever wants Healy, they can contact me. I love it. It's okay. Others, I cannot guarantee.
Or many others.
Others, I cannot guarantee.
Okay.
I just know what I've tested. The rest, it depends, you know. You might want to be careful also about devices. Some, you know, because it's electronics. I want to mention that also Healy, it's lower frequency than the Pranic frequency. So I only use it when I'm really like exhausted or something, and I'm using it, for family or others. But when I'm at my highest, I don't use any device. This perfect device has everything in it. That's my answer. And third, question 3.
And the third question is about your favorite technique that you are still using to keep your frequency high and that you would recommend.
Perfect. That's what we're offering in meditation now. So that's why I was sensing that all 3 questions are linked to what I'm about to do. Thank you so much, Naida.
Welcome, love.
So let's center in our hearts, and we're gonna give a specific technique that I'm using for 10 years or more to nourish your bodies, energize your systems, calibrate your energy device, that is your perfect energy device, your physical body, and also create bioshield for EMF and 5G and everything else. Yes?
Sorry, Cristiana, if I interrupt you, but I just received another question that maybe you can insert in this meditation. And let me read it. It is related with the moon phases, and...
I see it in the chat. Yes. If I can speak about the two moon phases. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we will include it.
Okay.
Thank you for the sharing. Yeah.
So we start following our breath. We imagine that we are in a light column from the center of the universe to the center of the earth. A column of light. Like a cylinder of light. From the center of the universe to the center of the earth, all the way around you and through you. In this column of light, you breathe. And it is pre-programmed to dissolve, transmute, transform everything you're ready to release. When you inhale light through all your pores into your body. From this column of light, with this universal love and light. When you exhale, you release everything that doesn't serve you in this moment right now. All the worries, tensions, concerns, everything that doesn't serve you, everything that's not beneficial for you. Another inhale, inhaling light through all your pores. Your body becomes this big breathing mechanism, filling itself up with light. With the exhale, release all worries, thoughts, patterns, programs that you're ready to release now. Another deep breath in, all the way to the bones and bone marrow. This light comes in. And fills your whole system. And with the exhale, visualize everything coming out of your body, whatever you're ready to release and let go. just comes out and is getting dissolved. In this column of light that is pre-programmed to dissolve, transmute, transform all that you are ready to let go. We ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. Only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. And we notice we have a connection cable that connects us to the heart of the central sun and comes down to the sun in our heart. And it constantly fuels our heart with love with every breath.
Et ceci constamment remplit notre cœur.
Magie,
partout.
you are unmuted. We take another deep breath and more love into the sun in our heart. And with the exhale, we send this love into the cells, into the organs, into all the physical systems like bones and muscles, organs, blood, endocrine system, brain, skin. We let it all be imbued by love from our heart. Then we send it out into the auric field. Let it shine into your aura, this love, this sun energy from your heart. Then out into the world, all the way into the universe. Another deep breath in, gathering love and energy into your heart, the heart chakra shining like a sun of light. With the heart of the central sun connected to the heart of your heart sun, here in your heart. And when the exhale goes out, you go with this love into your cells, into your organs, into all your physical systems, into your auric field, and out into the universe, shining out like a sun of love. We let this love towards the soles of your feet, through your roots, towards the center of the earth, connecting to the earth sun.
Connexion avec la terre.
We allow this love to flow down now to the lower chakras, through your feet, through your roots, into the center of the earth. Sending love from the central sun, through our heart sun, to the heart of Gaia. Feel the heartbeat of Gaia now. The sun in the center of our heart. Connect with it. And let the energy from the center of Gaia flow up through your roots. Fill our roots with love, with energy. Then let it flow through the soles of your feet, up into your ankles, calves, knees, all the way up into your thighs, all the way up into your hips. Feel it like a golden light or a golden blanket. All the way up through your spine, all the way up to the heart and to the head and to the top of the head. Let it flow up. And if it's filling your whole body now with the energy from the center of the earth, opening up all your channels with this earth energy, this biomagnetic field of earth, all the elements, allow it to flow like a fountain through your top of the head all the way around you in a toroidal system, all the way around you like a torus, like a sphere, flowing around your body in a spherical shape, creating this biomagnetic shield around your body, this field of energy that is strong and grounded and protective, that is pre-programmed to keep out all the radiation, Wi-Fi, thought forms, emotions that you don't need of others, programming of all sorts that you don't need. All this is kept out from your bioshield like this, so only what's beneficial for you can stay in your field. So the key is to ground yourself, for only when you're fully connected to the sun in the center of the universe and the sun in your heart and the sun in the center of the earth, your system is completely functioning like the perfect energy device with a strong magnetic field, with a constant emission of love and nourishment for yourself and others, that's keeping you sealed and protected from whatever you don't need. Coming back now into your body, fully present in your heart. Check your presence in the toes. Be grateful for your toes and soles of the feet. Check your presence and send love to your ankles. Fully present, coming back in your calves and knees. Sending love to them too. Gratitude. Fully present in your thighs and hips, being grateful that you can sit and walk with them. Gratitude to your body and love coming back in it. Be grateful for your abdomen and lower back. Check your presence there like a hand within a glove. You're fully present in your upper back and chest and arms, being grateful for all your muscles and bones and for what you can move and feel. Fully present in your neck, face, eyes, grateful for the eyesight, the lips that can kiss and speak. You're present to the top of your head and to the tips of your hair, fully grateful for your body. You're back into the body here now. We're sending love to each other from our hearts, nourishing each other with rays of love. Compatibility, divine self to divine self. Communion, divine self to divine self. Communication, divine self to divine self. Through all of us and with all the world. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. I'm profoundly grateful for your presence.
And we are profoundly grateful for your presence and your transmission. Thank you so much, such a divine being. Dear Cristiana, so we wait for you here in presence, hopefully, next week.
See you soon.
And now we close this third conference of the second day of the Pranic World Festival. You can find information about Cristiana and how to contact her in our website www.britarianworld.com, and you can follow the festival and the update on the Instagram page of Pranic World Festival, and you can follow me on my Instagram page, Naida Crystal Moon.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye,
And whoever wants to connect with me directly, my Instagram is @Eltrayan, same as my name. And my Facebook is Cristiana Eltrayan. And YouTube is the same. And our website is soulhealingacademy.com. soulhealingacademy.com. And you can check the events section where you find all the things that I've been talking about, where you can learn with us.
Thank you, darling. Forever connected.
Thank you, and much gratitude to all. I love you from my heart of hearts, and I bless you from my heart of hearts. And thank you for being here, for this huge step in human evolution.
Amen.
Big hugs to all.
Recording stopped.
Thanks everyone. Hope to see you on Wednesday in our Cultivating the Body of Light and New Relationship Codes on 15th of June. And really, really happy to have been here with you. Sending you much love. Thanks and blessings. Bye-bye.